Hi all, this is Haripriya, Assistant Professor VNR VJIT. This video is related to the subject Software Project Management. In this video, we will discuss about the introduction and the definition of software project management and what is a conventional software project management, that is a waterfall model. In this software project management, first we have to understand the meaning of a software. Software is a set of instructions or a collection of programs. Using this set of instructions, we design a program with a well-defined functions. There are two categories of softwares. First one is the system software and the second one is the application software. System software is a collection of programs used to operate, control, and extend the process capabilities. Without the system software, we cannot operate our own computer system. The main example of the system software is an operating system or any antivirus software or the device drivers, etc. Coming to the application software, it is a collection of programs which is developed to satisfy the need of the users. This application software is only developed for the particular users. The main example of application softwares are any word processors or spreadsheets or the reservation softwares which are used in the railway system, etc. Related to the softwares, we have two types of software products. One is generic and the second one is custom. Generic softwares are the softwares which are developed for the open markets, for example, MS Office, as it is generic and it will be used by all who are needed for it. And the custom software that developed for particular clients and for the specific needs. Till now, we have understood what is a software and what are all the types of softwares. Now, we'll learn the definition of what is a project. Project is a series of tasks that needed to be completed in an order to reach some specific outcome. Or we can understand it like a set of inputs and outputs required to achieve a particular goal. A project can range from a simple one to a complex one, and it can be managed by a single person or more. Coming to the software project, it is a complete procedure of software that is developed from the requirements till the testing and maintenance. It should be carried out according to the execution methodologies. A software project should be completed within a budget and within a specific duration, and it should follow according to all the specifications. Software project is about developing a new software or transforming of the older version of the software into a new version. Now, we will understand what is a software project management. It is an art and science of planning and leading the software project. A software project should be planned, implemented, monitored, and controlled. A complete software project management is a process of planning, organizing, staffing, scheduling, coordinating, leading, and controlling the software project. And the software project management focuses on goal, quality, scope, time, cost, human resources, communications, risk, procurement, development, integration, and the deployment of a software project. To manage a software project, a project manager role is very responsible. A project management is about planning the work and working on the plan. A software project manager should plan, and under the planning, the estimation of all the resource allocations and the scheduling should be done. Manager should recruit the staff and motivate them in personnel. Manager should direct and ensure the team will act as a whole. Manager should monitor and control all the deviations in the plan by taking the corrective actions. Till now, we have understood the basic definition of a software project management, and now we will see about the conventional software project management. When we are working about the software, the best advantage of the software is its flexibility because it can be programmed and we can do almost anything with it. But the worst thing about the software is also its flexibility as it is made difficult to plan, monitor, and control the development of the software. In the mid 1990s, there is an analysis that is performed on software engineering industry, and they have summarized a general conclusion that the success rate for the project is very low. Software development is highly unpredictable, and only 10% of the software projects are delivered successfully with the initial budget and in the scheduled time. Management discipline is the most differentiator in the success or the failure, and the level of scrap and the rework is the main indicator for the mature process. The main conventional process model which is used for the development of the project is a waterfall model. This is the baseline for all the conventional software projects, and we will now understand this waterfall model in two ways, in theory and in practice. In theory, Winston Royce has presented a paper in 1970 called the Managing the Development of Large-Scale Software Systems, and this paper contains three main primary points. The first one is two essential steps are common in the development of the software, that is analysis and coding. This analysis and coding both involve to get a creative work done which is directly used as an end product. The second one is to manage and control the software development. We should use system requirement definition and program design and testing. These are the two additional steps which are included with analysis and coding. The third one is the testing phase, and it is at the end of the development life cycle in a waterfall model, but it may be risky and it invites the failures in the long time downloaded documents. By including all these steps, we have a waterfall model where initially we gather all the system requirements and software requirements, and then we design the program, and then a coding is performed and it is tested, and the final product is maintained. But there are some drawbacks in this waterfall model which should be improved, like a protracted integration, which is a delay in the integration, late risk resolutions as the risks are identified at the final stage after the development, requirement driven functional decomposition where the requirement should be finalized in the initial stage itself, adversarial stakeholder relationships, like the stakeholders may have some oppositions in the development, and it has a less focus on the documents and the review meetings. So, the five improvements to the basic waterfall model that could eliminate the most of the development risks are: first one is to complete the program design before the analysis and the coding begins. Because by this technique, the program designer will give a surety that software will not be a failure because of storage or the data fluctuations. We should write an overview document which is understandable and informative to every worker on the project. The second one is to maintain the current and the complete documentation of the design. This will support a later modification by a separate test team who are not the software literates. The third one is to do the job twice such that a computer program which is developed for the first time will have a better version when it is developed to the customer. So, do it 10 times is an approach, and do it 10 times approach is the main principle of the modern iterative development. Fourth one is we should plan, control, and monitor the testing, as this is the phase where greatest risks in the terms of cost and schedule are known. So we should employ a team of test specialists who were not responsible for the design, and they should test every logic phase and employ the final checkout on the target computer. And the fifth one is to involve the customer in the preliminary software review during the design step, a critical software review during the program design, and the final software acceptance review followed by testing. So, in practical, whatever advices that are given by the software developers in the theory behind the waterfall model are taken into consideration, and some software projects still practices this conventional software project management approach in which some symptoms are exhibited. First one is the protracted integration, which is in the delay of the integration, as the entire system was designed, implemented all at once, and then only it is integrated. At the end of the process, we verify the defects. Second one is the late risk resolution, which is the serious issue associated with the waterfall life cycle. This is due to the lack of early risk resolutions. And the third one is the requirement driven functional decomposition, where the requirement definition is at the initial phase itself and specifying the requirements clearly should be done before the development activities. Fourth one is the adversarial stakeholder relationships, where a sequence of events are typical for the contractual software efforts, and the contractor first prepares a draft document, and sends it to the customer for the approval. And if the stakeholders may have some oppositions in these developments, stakeholders includes the project sponsor, project team, support staff, customers, users, suppliers, and the opponents to the project. This is all the overview of what is a software project management and the basic waterfall model. And the next topics will be continued in the next videos. Thank you.